Has anybody ever, the night before you've done something, felt anxious? You're laying in your bed, you know something is going to happen the next day, you're not really sure what it is, so you're having trouble sleeping. Has anybody been in that situation before? Nothing can happen to you while you're in bed, but our mind plays tricks on us. So let's pretend that the next day we're going to jump out of an airplane. So from now on, everyone is going to jump. Here's what happens. You go to jump school. Now when you go to jump school, you have to sign a waiver. And the waiver says that if you die, it's not their fault. Just think for a minute, when you walked into jump school, on the wall were all the pictures of the people who have died last week. Would it be fair to say at jump school that death is bad for business? Is that fair to say? Okay, so you go to jump school, we're gonna prepare. We're gonna learn how to jump. They put you on a box. They count down 3, 2, 1, jump. Now, after doing that a few times and building up your confidence and getting excited, it's time to go in the plane. So you go up in the plane, they open the door, you look out. Now listen to me. When you're up 5, 6, 7,000 feet in the air, the ground looks very different than when you're standing on a box. So you look down, and in that moment, you decide you are not going to jump. Now what does Steve Harvey say? He says that if you want to soar, you must jump. But now you're in the plane, and you've made the decision you are not going to jump any longer. So you look over at the person and you say, listen, thank you for having me. I've changed my mind. He says, no problem. 3, 2. You have to jump when you get to 1 because you have to land on the X. You know what's coming next. What's coming next? 1. As soon as he says 1, you don't jump. So he pushes you out of the plane. That's what happens. Now, when you get pushed out of the plane and you start to fall, the next thing you do is what? You pull the cord. Now, when your parachute opens, what direction do you go in? Backwards. The parachute opens and pulls you backward. Why is that important? It's important because if you want to soar, you must jump. But when you jump, you're going to go backwards before you go forwards. People want to be comfortable. The problem is nothing good happens in your comfort zone. Now, by the way, most of the time when you jump today, you don't jump alone. You do what's called a tandem jump. They want to make sure that when you forget to pull the cord, they pull the cord for you because death is bad for business. That's why we have coaches and mentors. That's all who that person is. If it's about your life, why would you want to risk death when you can go through it without the fear?